Yo. Once again, we back. This is with Just the Messengers podcast. I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
Back in this bitch, man. We got my dog Seth on the boards.
What up with it? I ain't cut that off. That mic, I don't like
That mic not on?
No, I don't got it.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm in the building.
What's up with you though?
I'm in the building. They know I don't like to be on the mic too much.
What's up with you, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
Got my dog Mo back in the building, man. Good
What's
to have
good?
you back in Chucktown, man.
What's good, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Came into some bad weather, but it's all good.
This weather's trash, man.
My dog got
Weather's big trash.
the Holy City ski mask for them boys.
It's
Ski
cold.
mask season?
Yeah, it's cold out here, man.
I feel you. I got to cop one of them shits.
I caught the from Holy City, them boys, man. Shout out to Chris and Troy. Put my order in, got my shit immediately. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Good quality ski masks.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So how was your drive back down here?
The drive wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. I'll probably be flying going forward, though. I'm not really trying to drive like that no more.
What is it, about a 7-8 hour drive?
About 7.5 hours if you've been driving at least 80 the whole way. Other than that, driving ain't that bad.
I fuck with it. So we gotta shout out to us real quick, man. We hit 4 years officially yesterday. We dropped our first EP December 19th, 2016. 4 years, man. What you think?
Damn, it don't really feel like 4 years though. Like
4 years in this bitch, man.
it don't
It's
feel
crazy.
like that.
December 19th, 2016, dog. 138 episodes in, dog. We had a lot of ups and downs, man. A lot of ups and downs, but to be 138 episodes in, dog, that shit is amazing, dog.
It's
Shit
not
is
easy
crazy.
neither.
Hell no, nigga. Especially this year. Nigga, I remember when we recorded our last show before the pandemic, nigga, we came back like what? Well, we did an episode like the 14th, and then we came back the 26th. And then we didn't come back until what, like mid-April, end of April, something like
Shit
that?
was crazy.
Shit was wild, man. Then you caught that shit in October. We didn't record for about a month. Yeah, man, shit was wild. I was listening to our first episode yesterday, dog. That shit was crazy. Like,
Damn, I really caught that shit, dog.
you did.
I be thinking about that shit like,
You
damn,
caught that shit October, dog, and we
caught
couldn't
that shit,
record.
like-
We couldn't record for about a month.
Damn, dog. What a year. You right. What a fucking year, boy.
What do you think was your favorite moment?
Of the year?
No, podcast
Over
period.
all of this?
Yeah.
Man, we had some good moments on here, man. I like the cloth talk episodes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What else, man? There's one episode in particular that I feel like is my favorite. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. It's a lot, man. It's like ask me to pick my favorite child. Like we had a lot of episodes. So
Yeah, I think my favorite one was actually the one I wasn't here when Mez, you, Dan, Reggie, and the other artist, I can't remember his name, he was on here. Y'all-
Philip.
Not Phil. I was here. I missed the first half of that episode. I did the second half.
Hey,
The one-
what's Phil Twitter, dog? I feel like since I got my new page, I don't got his Twitter no more.
I think it's still Mr. Phillip on you.
All right, I got.
Yeah.
If he's probably hearing this, I wasn't trying to be on no Hollywood
Yeah.
shit. I just don't have his page.
He witty with the names.
Mr. hard, bro. Mr. Philip on you, bro.
Shout out to Phil. But yeah, it was September. It was September 2018. It was you, Mez, Reggie, Dan, and then another artist. Artist was there. Y'all was right in that room right over there. Because that's when one y'all was talking about the y'all ended the episode talking about the Drake and Pusha shit.
Oh yeah, I knew what you're talking about. I can't remember. Who
I wasn't
came
there
though,
for that
but-
one. That was one of my favorites. And then when we had Mez back again, the end of the year, we was talking about like all the tricking and shit like that.
Mhm.
That was a good episode.
Oh yeah, that was a good episode too.
That was a real good episode.
And the episode when you got in your bag about Jesse Smollett. That was one of the
Bro, you know that was 20. That'd almost be 2 years ago.
that was one
next
of the
month.
best laughs I had in my life, dog.
That'd be next. Yeah, that'd be next month, dog.
Damn, that was that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Smollett was 2018.
2019. Mind you, that's 2021 next month. Because remember the Jussie Smollett shit happened
January,
like January,
20,
February,
yeah, uh-huh.
2019. So just reflecting, looking back on that shit, dog, that shit was crazy. Of course, we had the rap debate That was like our episode, like what, 7, 8?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Who's another good one, man? Battle of the Sexes when we had Jen on there the first time.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Shout out to Jenny. Jenny, wherever you at, shout out to you.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm trying to think of another one we had that was dope. Like you said, it was a lot of good moments on here, man. It was a lot of good moments. Shout out to VP. VP was the first one. She engineered our podcast for the first almost like maybe a year, maybe. And then it was a time where Mecca was doing it. Shout out to him. And then Drew, he picked it up probably since like 2018, to be honest. Yeah.
Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Seth too.
Yeah,
Seth
shout out
to
Seth. Shout out the whole Do Work Media family though, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Shout out to all of them, man. But that was for sure my favorite one. Mez was in his bag that episode.
Mez, man.
Yeah, man. That was one of my favorite moments on there, man. Oh no, the Cruel Summer episode. Cause that was the Drake and Pusha shit. We had Reggie on.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Let me see. What was the name of that one? Oh, Why Mike Needs a Twitter. That was another classic. That was another classic episode. Hey, to be honest, that was December 2017. I didn't get on Twitter until about like March that next year. Hell yeah, man. But reflecting back on this journey, man, like to be 4 years, that shit don't feel like 4 years. It feel like more than like 2.5 or some shit.
That's why I say it don't feel like 4 years, bro. Like that's crazy to me.
Because then when we came back, we launched the pilot, and then we came back January, and we did our first episode officially was Great Power, Great Responsibility. When we talking about like artists and athletes, do they have a responsibility to speak out on their platforms and shit like that? Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. But I'm looking forward to some more good 4 more years, man, with this shit, man. I know we got a lot of big things coming for the podcast, man. So even crazy, we started our first YouTube video. Our first YouTube video would be 2 years.
For real.
Our first YouTube video. No, yeah, 2 years. That's crazy. That's crazy to even think about that. So we started our first YouTube episode 65. That was the Hot Like Fire episode. We was talking about the Fire Fest.
Oh, yeah.
That was our first YouTube video. And that was January 2019. That's crazy.
Fire Fest was crazy.
That shit was nasty, dog.
That shit had, that shit was crazy. It had 2 documentaries at the same time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Man, this shit that just lets you know how fast time go by. But to be honest with you, it'll be March before you know it.
Yeah.
It'll be March before you know it.
March or April before you know it, for real.
Hell
March,
yeah.
April, May.
You already know. It's already December 20th, dog. Like, what happened to December 1st through the 19th? Like I said, dog, after September, that shit is gone.
Hey, man. Let's hurry and get this deal over with so I can wake up a superhuman, man.
I feel you, man. I feel
You
you.
know
You
what
already
I'm
got y'all Christmas shopping done?
Saturn and Jupiter is coming together at midnight. Was it midnight or did they know exactly the time?
Hey, man, I'm about to get on my Moonwalker vibes. I don't know if y'all saw my tweet yesterday. I had tweeted that video from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Yeah, man. I'm about to get on my bag in the morning.
What day is this occurring?
Tomorrow.
It's time to activate your melanin, my brother.
No, this like some real shit, though. It's like a solar solstice or some shit like that.
First alignment in 800 years.
Yeah. First alignment.
And if you peep them 800 years, and then they, according to what is that, man? The Mayan calendar is actually 8 years behind. So we really supposed to be in 2012 right now.
Oh man, you can't trust them crap.
Yeah, I can't trust them shits.
Yeah, I really don't know what year it is. Like,
To be honest with you, the Mayans said the world was going to end in 2012, so
Fact.
Yeah.
Everybody they made a movie off it,
they damn sure did. That movie was trash.
how much money you think they made from like fear mongering people in 2012?
Oh, ass.
They make money every year.
But 2012 was different though. Like a lot of people was really like scared 2012. I remember that.
Bruh, 2012 was just a regular year for me, man.
No, it was.
It was just a regular year. When that what was it? It was supposed to be December 12th, 2012. The world was gonna end, and niggas just going about that shit like regular. Niggas wasn't worried about that. You remember how lit 2012 was, dog?
No, 2012 was one of the best years, bro.
Ever.
The whole year slapped.
January to December, like no fall off. That was the best year of my life so far, dog. Like 2012 was a great fucking year.
2012 was a great year, bro. Like, seriously, like a lot of big things happened that year.
Yes, sir. So you already got your Christmas shop done? Yet?
Yeah, I've been done.
Been done?
The only person getting shit is my daughter, bro. Nobody else getting shit.
I feel you. Dog, what I realized is kids' toys have gotten a lot more expensive. I noticed that when I went to go get my nephew's toy for his birthday in November.
Are they more expensive, or we just ain't been paying attention this whole time?
Man, I don't think them Power Rangers toys as a kid for me was that high. I'm talking about like $80, bruh, for a set. A Power Ranger set back in the day wasn't no $80, dog. If you was to get like three of them, action, three action figures. No, I'm talking about the whole. I got him an Avengers set.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All them boy, like
yeah.
Oh, all right.
For like $80. Now, back in the day, how much was one Power Rangers toy back in the day? If you had to guess,
probably like $8.
All right, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, probably about $7-8.
Yeah,
I remember them shit being like that. I used to get toys a lot, the wrestling figures and shit like that. It was
hell
like,
yeah.
It was like $6-7.
You know what's so good about the Toys R Us? Just think about that Toys R Us. I already knew what aisle was going on.
Oh yeah.
If I saw all that pink shit, bypass that.
Yeah, we going straight to our aisle, the boys' aisle.
We going straight to our aisle,
Nerf
dog.
guns on up.
Yeah, like what we doing here? But yeah, man, kids' toys is getting a lot more expensive, man. They should come back, honestly. But with the way the economy is right now, I don't see them coming back.
We talking about
Toys R Us.
Oh no, hell no. They done.
Shout out to Jeffrey, man.
I knew it was over when we lost them and KB Toys. But people don't really use those stores no more though. All that shit online. Either online or Walmart. Like, them stores kind of phased out.
Hey, if you dating a chick and she got a daughter, right? When do you feel obligated to get her child a Christmas gift? Go ahead, talk your shit. Seth.
No, after we serious. I don't even want to meet that child until I know we serious. Like, I don't like the idea of people having a bunch of different people in.
Like in the like y'all done established what y'all are. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
when you establish it, like when you ready to make that step, then sure, I got her.
Yeah, you're right. Like if we just dating, like your child can't be my responsibility if we just dating. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I have 3 daughters, so it's not like I'm gonna be cheap about it. I do that.
I'm not expecting. We just dating, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how. That's your prerogative. Like I just.
If we just dating, I'm not expecting you to do anything for my child. So
I feel you. So let me segue this into another. So y'all all saw the video that went viral, right?
yeah.
So old girl said.
that was a good lead up, man.
Old girl said she was going out on this date, right? So the nigga picked her up, and she was running behind. So while she was in the car with this nigga, she was like, "Yo, stop by McDonald's real quick, cause I gotta get my daughter something to eat." She got her daughter in the car now, so. So she's like, she just get her regular chocolate milk, 4-piece nuggets, small fry, right? So we get to the window, lady asks for the money. He looks to me for the money, and she was like, at that moment, I knew I was giving this nigga no pussy. So I'm like, hold on, man. First of all, there's a whole bunch of question marks with this shit right here. Why wasn't your daughter fed before this date? Why is she even in the car with you for this time? Like, this nigga shouldn't even been seeing your daughter. Why is it like you put the date first before your daughter's dinner?
Bringing all these niggas around your daughter.
Come on, man.
You didn't prepare to feed your daughter before you had your leisure time.
Then the value of the pussy relied on a 4-piece nugget and a chocolate milk. You decided at that moment you wasn't gonna get that man no snatch.
Off a Happy Meal?
Off a Happy Meal. Mo, how you handling that?
Hey man, they could have both went back home. Honestly, like. That was the big problem. Like, well, I mean, what else we doing here? Because if that's a problem, then
a Happy Meal ain't nothing. Me personally, I don't mind paying the shit. I don't mind paying it. Don't look at me like I'm obligated
Yeah, that's
to
not.
pay
That's what I'm
to
saying.
pay that shit.
Yeah.
Hand me the fucking money and let's keep this shit pushing,
No,
dog.
if you did that on your own, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You volunteered to do that,
But
If he pulled money,
yeah, like
yeah,
you can't look to him to be like, oh, I should pay for this because we about to go.
he shouldn't have been the first option. For one, you already was running late.
Shouldn't even had your daughter in the car.
now hold on. Let's
You
flip
already
this
was
now.
running late feeding her.
Let's
like,
flip this now. Let's say a nigga got his son or his daughter in the car. He pulling through the drive-through. He looked to you.
That could never go the other way.
That nigga would be killed in the group chat. Killed in the group. He
can't-
getting blocked.
This nigga just asked me to buy his baby something to eat.
First of all, your son hasn't been fed on the first date. She would have dragged him.
Been on Twitter talking about it immediately. I can't believe I'm on this date right now.
Only
Yeah,
only
priorities fucked up.
She was like, that's this the thing. Only woman can talk about this shit either way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can talk about it if she had her child on it in the backseat, and you know, either way, like, this shit is not fair, man. I hate it here. I really do.
Man, listen, dog. That shit was some of the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. It's like, come on, man. You know better than that. Why wasn't she fed before the date? That was a question that nobody asked.
Why are you so bitter over full?
You should have been late for the date. You should have been late for the date.
The date don't even matter that
The
much.
date don't even matter that much. I can understand if a girl tell me,
Give me another hour or so.
cool, understandable.
I have to feed my child, or I have to wait.
What can a nigga even say,
Say to that.
Like,
Nigga, I don't know you. Like you not gonna put me on no. She tipped me and be like, yo, I apologize. I'm running late. I need to feed my daughter first. I'm gonna run up here real quick.
there's
Go
nothing
get.
there's nothing
Cool.
wrong with that. Like,
Cool. I don't have nothing wrong with that. That shit was hilarious though. The fact she tried to say she wasn't gonna get this nigga no pussy because
Off
he
the
would pay for a
4-piece.
half or for 4-piece.
off the 4-piece, man.
Come
The
on,
4-piece causing that much trouble.
Got the little toy, little Happy Meal toy.
It's a cold world out here, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna say that dating scene is trash out here, man.
It's real trash.
Hey, you know I was on Clubhouse yesterday. I'm gonna say the dating scene for men in DC is up, man.
There's a lot of women in DC,
I'm
bro.
gonna say the dating scene that's top tier location for dating.
I ain't been out and about yet, but yeah, there's a lot of women out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just from like making my rounds, like it's a lot of different women, man.
That's what's up, man.
Like when I say different, I mean different shades of black.
Nobody say that's
Of course.
Chocolate City though, so.
Yeah, that's Chocolate City.
You know, so crazy. I be thinking, I be having to go and look on the map, and I don't even be realizing how up north DC is, dog.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours from New York.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. I be thinking that shit is like right above North Carolina, but it's
Nah,
not.
it's
That shit
not.
way up north of Virginia.
You gotta
And
go
then I
to
be
the top
forgetting.
of North Carolina. Like,
I be forgetting that Virginia got a peak.
yeah,
It got a fucking peak, so I be like, oh shit, DC is right there.
because you got to drive right going through Virginia. Now North Carolina, I float through that motherfucker.
And Philly is right next to Jersey. That shit is
I
crazy.
float through North Carolina. Like that don't be the issue. Like it be damn Virginia, dog. I'm talking about as soon as you hit the damn state lines, them fucking state troopers on the side of the road, bro. Like
I
in
know
the
you got a
hill
lot of
waiting
hills
on
and
your
shit.
ass.
No, you got a lot of hills and shit, man. So I'm fucking with it though. I'm fucking with it. I actually want to go to DC one day, man. I haven't never been, so I never been to DC.
I can't wait till everything open back up. Honestly,
I love DC, and if the dating scene is up there, you best believe I'm gonna be taking my black ass back up there. I love DC.
bring your talents, man. Bring your talents, man.
DC is a beautiful place, man. A lot of beautiful people.
A lot of black people. It's a lot of black people in DC.
Yeah, it's a lot of everything in DC.
So, speaking of DC, right? You know we got a president about to be coming up in there soon, right? So I know y'all been seeing them bullshit videos about the vaccine shots and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that? The most said the lady who really got a vaccine shot passed out like 15 minutes later or some shit.
I don't know.
15, 20 minutes later. But I did see that one video when dog didn't even push down on the syringe.
Yeah.
Was that for Pence too, right?
No, Pence is the dude was just shaking like a motherfucker, and he just did it real fast, and then it didn't
Oh, okay.
look like nothing was in the syringe. See, what fucks people up now is the resolution technology on these cameras. People can really investigate shit, so they like looking at stuff.
That ain't no more grainy
Ain't no more
videos.
grainy videos, so now you can actually see what's going on. So you kind of like, I mean, even if they had something in the syringe,
Are y'all taking the vaccine?
No.
I'm not taking it. We all know.
Are y'all gonna wait till like version 2 or 3?
No, I don't even take the flu shot.
I don't take the flu shot either.
I'm not taking that vaccine.
Like Mike, no lie, I haven't taken a flu shot in like almost like at least 10 or 12
I never
years.
took
Like,
one. I never took one.
It's been a long time since I took a flu shot. Like
a lot of
The
people.
only type of shot I took was a tetanus shot, and that's because I had a bad cut on my
did
finger.
I take one when my daughter was born? I think matter of fact, I lied. I took one like right before my daughter was born, just to make sure I'm straight. Like
The only thing that I take faithfully are those pain. When my back is messed up, I have to go to the hospital sometimes. I'll take the shots they give me.
Oh, I feel you.
Because them shit work like.
I turned down no pain meds. If I got like, I'm in the
But other
hospital,
than
like
that,
I hurt.
I
taking.
haven't volunteered myself to take any meds, pain, and even when they recommend stuff to me, I hardly ever take it. Bro, I just like try to change my diet or just stop doing whatever it is I need to stop doing.
I feel you. I know Moderna stopped. Some of them don't.
No, yeah, the military, you getting pumped full of them shots.
Yeah,
I think it's going. They're gonna make it. They're trying to make it to where college kids have to have it, and like certain jobs you're gonna have to have it. But I don't know what they're gonna do. We know that they're gonna try to mess with a law on it here soon, because that's why they're bringing it up. I've never seen them push for a vaccination like this either.
That stimulus gonna be attached to that shit.
You know what I mean?
For real. Hey, we'll give you 5 bands, but you gotta take the shot.
I ain't taking nothing.
So Moderna, I know Moderna stock gonna go up because they just had a line of the vaccine come out.
Oh, the stocks have been great the last week, bro.
I've had a good week so far. Well, I only got 2 major ones really, like Apple and Tesla has been doing me well. I plan on holding all my Tesla stocks.
Yeah.
So
Stocks
holla at me in about a few years when that Tesla really get back up there.
for cannabis as well as stocks have been doing well.
Oh yeah, hey Mech, if you get on Clubhouse, if you ever get on Clubhouse app, they be having this one room. My boy Mook from Philly, he always be in this one Clubhouse room. How to break into the cannabis industry and shit like that. They be talking about some good shit on there. So don't get caught up in the bullshit. As far as what you hear about Clubhouse, there's some real good shit on there, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of good.
It's
a lot of
you
good
educate
good shit.
Me, because I really don't know what Clubhouse.
I mean, Clubhouse is basically
I'm
like
just hearing it now.
a big app full of group chats, different
actual,
group chats,
like, voice chats, like
voice
you do on
chats.
the app.
Okay.
So basically, you could just be navigating through your phone regularly and just hear people talk regular and shit.
Oh, wow.
So like if I go in
Basically,
there,
it's like the ultimate voyeur-esque type of site where you get to hear everybody else talking.
yeah. So like when you pull up, so the first room I see talking with Mr. Conductor, do Black Fathers Matter? Sunday morning toxic cleansing worship group. Did Jesus really wait? No, did Jesus really die for your black ass? Coronavirus is not real. Go drink some Robitussin. Jay-Z was in this room. Y'all just missed him. I'm in St. Louis, Trap House. The vaccine doesn't work. Conspiracy is a conspiracy. All
His
type of
whole
different rooms and
was
shit.
Conspiracy theories, people in there, like it be rooms. But on the flip side, it'd be like
Like good see, like right here, monetize your Instagram. Let the ideas flow.
It'd be like strict, like
Do you know what gets me though? Every time I say I don't want to get vaccinated, people be like, "Are you a conspiracy theorist?" No, it's like factual. Look at history about how they fuck with people over time with vaccination. Why would I want them to give me a shot? I don't want to be an experiment. Like I'm not gullible like that. It's history. It ain't just even syphilis trials. Like there's been other times in history where they've done it to countries, bro. Like it's just go look up history. It's very simple. I don't understand why people want to just follow blindly and go get some shit because they telling them to go get it. I've met a bunch of people that had COVID. I still haven't contacted it, and I've been tested.
But the conversation that needs to be had about Corona though, even with all this vaccine, is like, the after effects, man. Like, what can happen to you? Because like I know I said it. I don't know if I said it last week, but Jeremiah is dealing with some like real bad health issues. I mean, this man was in ICU with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man had organ shutdowns and shit.
Yeah, this man's dealing with memory loss. He's dealing with some other health complications too. But the biggest one he's having is like memory loss. He's having like some muscle damage, shit like that. Like he been going through it, man.
My brother, God rest her soul, my brother's grandmother in D.C. died from it at the nursing home. So that's the first person when I knew it was real. Like he called me and this shit was real. They couldn't go see her. My brother he basically, I know, they went through a lot. I'll just put it that way. So I know that it's real. And another, I know other people that I've worked with in the auto industry that died from it. Some of the older folks that I work with.
Got you. Yeah.
So I mean, that shit is real, but at the same rate, I don't know how you could enforce something like that
I say this, man.
Mandatory.
Like, this comes from somebody that had it. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's not real at all, but on the flip side, I do get what Seth coming from. Like, just from, there's no way to shame black people for being skeptical of, like medicines and shit like that, and these shots, based off how they did us in the past, and even right now, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so it's like, I don't know. I say all that to say, like, just do it.
I ain't fucking with that vaccine.
Yeah, just do what work best for you. Like,
I ain't fucking with it.
Like, since I had it, like, I've been taking, like, the supplements you're supposed to take for your immune system and all that. I actually feel better now than I felt before I caught it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as just like how I feel, like as overall, like, so I've been doing stuff like that, like to try to get back. Like after I had it, like Mike said, I did have shortness of breath sometimes, like, but that's been pretty much gone, like, for the most part. Like, I had it for like the first few weeks after that, but it was real bad. But now it's like, it's damn near gone now. It's just from me doing that and, trying to take better care of myself.
I honestly still think that I've already
had it. Like, I think we had it when we was at Snyder that year. Because everybody in the warehouse was sick with something for like a 2-week time. All of us had a horrible cough. I was complaining about not being able to breathe. And I'm a smoker, so I like cut back on smoking and everything. I felt like shit. And I've never had an issue with it since it's been amongst the public and like brought out to. I think a lot of people had it prior to that.
Probably did.
Like, I think it was running rampant through the country prior to that, and then they just made a big thing about it because of the elections, because of the vaccinations. And think, a lot of these companies, dog, think about how much money this is making some people really wealthy, bro. Like, really, really filthy rich.
Oh yeah, facts. But we'll definitely see how this shit gonna roll out 2021. I still think we gonna be dealing with this shit until next fall at least, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
For sure. We might roll into 2022 like probably still somewhat dealing with this shit. But as far as that vaccine go, it's a no for me, dog. But I'd be interested to see like how sports leagues gonna handle that shit. NFL, NBA, if they, make it to where their players gotta take this shit. I don't think so, though. I don't think so.
So, Mo, you went to the hospital when you caught COVID?
No, I went and got tested.
Okay.
And then once I got tested, they was like, you might as well just stay in the house. Like,
yeah. See, I'm saying conspiracy theorists don't really rock with hospitals.
I didn't go to. I got tested.
It's
Brother Polite, damn sure don't.
It's hospitals who are the enemy.
Yeah, those people that's all people going in. I've seen people go in hospitals for minor shit and don't come out the hospital. I get that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Well, when I caught it, like, I just went and got tested. I was already feeling bad, so I went and got tested. And once I found out I was positive, I just stayed my ass in the house. For the most part, that's all I could do.
Y'all just be safe out here, man. Continue to do the right things. Wear your mask. Don't be in large groups, shit like that. And keep this shit rolling, man. Just try to stay safe going to 2021. And that's the best thing you could do with this shit. I wouldn't, me personally, you do what's best for you. Everybody got common sense. Well, most of us do.
So when this shit going to get shut down again? Because ain't y'all saying Biden supposed to shut this shit down?
He probably will.
Shutting down here. But I mean,
he probably will. No, LA is like on some lockdown shit.
Yeah, they on some crazy shit.
Like LA has some crazy motherfucking cases spiking up. So they got a curfew and everything. Like, I'm talking about like on 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock type shit. Like, they not playing around out there. So, which is expected because even as a nation, we had a record number of, cases spike up in November. So, ain't no telling how this shit gonna go, man, to be honest with you. Just hopefully, man, everybody can just stay top for that shit, man. But on some more good news, Roddy Rebel's home, man. How you feel about that? Did you hear that freestyle that Funk Flex previewed?
Yeah, I heard it.
I had retweeted this morning. That shit sound nice. I'll get back in his bag, man.
I don't know why we gotta wait till Christmas Day, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he don't come home. He don't come home till next year, man.
He been gone for 6 years.
6 years.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Bobby won't be home until December 21st next year.
6 years, bro.
And he was on in 2014 summer with that hot nigga. That shit was fire. And then, matter of fact, I remember because he was supposed to perform at the BET countdown.
Mm-hmm.
And he had got arrested.
They got arrested like the day before.
Mm-hmm. And I still remember that video, them getting all of them boys out the studio and shit like that. Sad day, man. But shout out to Roddy, man. It's good to see shit like that.
Slowly but surely, though, because one of the dudes who was in that picture with them, he just came home last week. Then Roddy came home. I think it was another dude that's about to come home after Roddy.
So you already know.
Some of them got time, but some of them are like slowly coming home from all of that.
Hey, so you already know when Bobby come home, it's really gonna be up because it's kind of like that's gonna be the last of the wave.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna be crazy, and just to see how his boys embraced him and his family, they had the money out for him, they had the cars out there for him. Like I know that had to be a great feeling, man.
It's gotta
Great
be a
feeling.
good feeling. You come home to all that money like that, man.
Hell yeah, and good food.
Yeah,
and good food.
Immediately.
First thing Roddy did was
get
get his hair right, get to the studio.
After a 6-year stretch, I need a great oxtail plate when I come home, bro. Straight up.
I feel you on that, dog. But that's shouts out to him, man. And shouts out to Bobby too, still holding it down. I'm ready for him to come home too, man. On some other music shit, man. We didn't get to talk about this shit last week unless it happened after. But how y'all feel about Wayne selling the masters for 100 M's, man? You think about that?
Shit don't look right to me, man. Cause
Beef is best served like steak. Well done. Get a gun in your face, bitch. Nigga.
Hey, man.
You signed to one nigga to sign to another nigga to sign to 3 niggas. Now that's bad luck.
The contract's all fucked up. So I guess y'all all fucked up.
Shout out to Pusha, man. But yeah, man, what you think about that shit?
Shit don't look right, man. Like
I'm always saying, them boy records is tied up in that shit too, man.
Yeah, Nicki and Drake shit, like that's crazy. Like the whole Young Money, like
Wayne got a lot of shit going on, man.
Like you sold that shit for what though? Like that's basically
he probably got a lot of legal issues going on, man. You got to think his former manager suing him for 20 M's. He's facing this, this 10-year shit. Time. So I don't know, man. I don't know what make him think. And of course, before financial Twitter want to jump out the window and shit like that. No, I don't have $100 million. I'm just saying, as a music consumer, I would assume that Drake and Wayne alone masters are worth over billions each. Each. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about billions. I think if you was to put their catalogs side by side, their masters could be worth $1 billion each. That's just my opinion. And I'm pretty sure over the next 5 years, they'll triple what Wayne sold it for, man.
I think Wayne is on drugs heavily.
He is on drugs. he got caught with methamphetamine and all. Heroin, all kind of shit.
See, I didn't even hear about that case until the other day when y'all brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
I really didn't know nothing about what he had going on. He's got a serious problem.
Yes,
he's not gonna do that.
In court, man. Shit.
Everybody who's saying they love
Get some
him,
years knocked off.
Yeah,
You going up the road.
get him some help.
Right.
Nah, he do need help. Like you can look at him and tell. Like, but yeah, I just feel like him selling. I don't know. Like you say, like it's all kind of issues he dealing with. Like with the lawsuits and about the FaceTime and all that. But I don't know, man. Maybe this was like him, like breaking into the emergency fund. Like, well, I know I can just sell these masters. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, man. Cause
how old is he? 38. He was born in 82, right?
mm-hmm.
38.
100 million. And man, it's from the project.
Yeah, he's from the projects.
Oh, Wayne already had 100 M's though.
Yeah, he did. No. Oh man.
Hold on. In my opinion, his
Didn't he just
catalog
get-
alone,
didn't Baby
his
just pay him
masters
back?
alone, he shouldn't take no less than 500 million. And if everybody else's was mixed up in it, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. He's looking at almost
what the
800.
fuck?
Like at
Who
least
was
up
around
there.
him and his team to allow him to make such a horrible decision, bro?
Donald Trump.
I'm just so disappointed with a lot of niggas in hip hop right now. I am really disappointed with the way these niggas is acting with this money and the power that they assuming, bro.
Damn.
Like we in a catalyst state where we can actually do something and create.
Capitalism.
Yeah, these motherfuckers has
You
got
hit
it all
Mac,
fucked
bro?
up, bro.
Fancy.
Going in.
Boys of the river.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, it's fucked up. Damn, Wayne, man. I ain't fucking with that move, honestly, man. I mean, if y'all won't tell me it's
Some of
because
that Birdman blood running through him, man.
he facing all these issues and he did that, man. That's different, but it don't from the outside looking in, it just don't even look. It don't sound right.
No, it don't sound right at all.
To sell all of them boys shit like that. Like all that was worth way more than 100 M's. Like
billions.
Are we sure that it was everyone's master?
That's what they were saying.
That's what the story reports.
It's Drake, Nicki, and all the
Young Money catalog.
When Tiger was dropping under Young Money, all of that is under the deal,
including his shit now.
including his shit alone. Like
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
what them separately by themselves is $1 billion each, man. Like true value, like hell yeah.
Drake's like.
I just think that Universal gonna help him beat the charge or just come home. I think he gonna be convicted.
Hey man, Lucien gonna
he already
get
pled
his
guilty
bag,
though,
man.
so he know.
Right, he's gonna be convicted. He pled guilty, but he's not gonna do 10 years in prison.
Oh no, that
Every
10
other
years.
citizen would do.
No, he's not doing 10 years at all. He's not doing 10.
No, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, that was an eye opener for me, man. Especially him as an artist, being what he's been through with Birdman. It's kind of like, bruh, you fresh out that situation, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I ain't counting his pockets. I don't care. If
I ain't counting.
100 M's, let him.
That's what he wanted to do.
That's his shit.
I ain't never heard no.
He earned the right to piss on it and throw it away if he wants.
The only way I'll really take this shit, like,
This is right.
the only way I really look at this shit wild is if some years down the line or soon if Drake or Nicki really become vocal about their situation with Young Money, because they never had nothing but good things to say about Young Money, about Drake, about Wayne and Birdman. So if for them to be the type of artists that they are, I feel like they would be vocal about that shit. Yeah. If they really did have like some money issues, but them two by themselves don't really have no.
They make so much money.
Yeah, they make so much money outside that shit. They probably don't. It probably don't mean nothing to
Also,
them. They both icons.
I'm sure we're only seeing what we see as the public. Like I'm sure there's something else going on.
Nicki Minaj talk too much.
So
herself talk too much.
They might have told him you got to take this settlement. We'll give you $100 million for your shit.
Nah, but Nicki talk too much.
You know what I'm saying? No,
she would have been vocal about that shit.
Wayne could have fucked up so bad that they could have just gave him an offer and he just had to take it. Think about that.
I mean, they could have,
really
but that's what I'm saying.
Like that, like this nigga could really get his whole shit fucked up. Hey, we'll just save you. We're just gonna give you a shit for $100 million, and you go and do like 2 or 3 years and come back. That's the only settlement we can give you. That's it. You take it right now. Leave it on the table.
Nah, he's not broke.
I don't think Weezy broke like
I don't think
that,
he's broke
bro.
at all. I don't, but I just
He probably just stuck on a number.
$100 million.
I think Drake is strong enough with Universal that Universal is gonna offer him his.
Oh yeah. Even before like, because Dark Lane came out under OVO. His previous album Scorpion was under Young Money.
Yeah, Scorpion was the last Young Money album. Yeah.
So if you think about it, right, Drake and Lucien have a relationship where Lucien even said, if Drake was to come to me, I'll give him whatever he wants. And being that he's technically about to be like a rap free agent, I don't see, and that was a conversation about going back to about if Drake was to go independent, record labels would be in trouble. I don't think Universal wants to lose him. So if there came a time where Drake had to go to a table and negotiate some shit, I think Mick is right. Like in terms of like they'll probably give him whatever you want, then like some record breaking type contract. Cause I mean he's the cash cow right now. Like he has the leverage to do. He's like Patrick Mahomes with this shit.
Do Drake want to sign another deal though? Because ain't Drake like been hinting at a possible retirement in the next few years? So why sign another deal and be locked in for more albums?
It depends on what the money is.
I thought he had another album coming out.
Yeah, he got one coming out in
But
January.
he's been saying he wants to go independent, right? And
I don't think he's never really said that.
So it's what?
I mean, on Scorpion, he said as soon as the album drop, I'm out of the deal. Like, I don't think it's something that he's like. Plenty of artists get out of deals and then they re-sign some shit. Like I say, he got the leverage to do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah. If he was to go independent, he could drop a link on his Instagram right now, and he's gonna make stupid bread. Right. Like stupid. Like if he was to drop a link to his album in his bio right now, independent. Like Drake would make so much money, it wouldn't even make no sense.
I think Drake can do one album deals and make $100 million.
Yeah.
I think Wayne just cashed
He
out
should do the
like
LeBron
10
shit.
cents, like, yo, I'm out.
He could do some LeBron type shit, like do a 1 year deal here, 2 year deal here, and ain't like no record label ain't gonna give whatever the fuck he want. Yeah.
And that's true.
Like Drake is a different type of art. I'm saying like he like the Patrick Mahomes of this shit right now. Like he can do some record breaking numbers type shit when the time comes if he wants to.
Does selling your masters not necessarily mean you?
I don't think he's done. I don't even think Drake's done as far as even for him to be worried about masters.
No, when you sell your masters, you don't get no more royalties. And
That's
if
what
you,
I thought, right?
if you sold them shit though, like you sold the rights to them shit.
Yeah.
It's not like you sold a
No, that's why people keep them. So
Like,
every
it's
time
a
it get played, they get the
different-
royalties
yeah,
for it. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
Samples
difference
they
between
can
like
acquire the
like
money.
leasing
So
out the
that's
license
what I'm
for
thinking
it.
in my mind. Like, even if I want to wash my hands of something, I still know that it's going to have some residual value to it.
No, you sold all that.
Like,
No.
why not take a higher number if you're going to do that?
But that's what Meg was saying. I'm pretty sure Drake could get to a place where he can get his masters
No,
back if
Drake
he
can
wanted
do-
to.
I'm sure he
Yeah,
could.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Drake can
positive
do
of
that,
that.
but shit, Wayne not gonna
Wayne
be able
ain't
to
gonna
buy
be
that
able to
shit
do
back
none
for.
of that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like, how could he not sell it for anything less than?
And you sold Nicki Minaj shit too, like.
Yeah.
But we feel like that, but Nicki is still an icon in her own right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them in their own light got so much money outside of, their contract
That's why I
situation.
say like
yeah.
that's why I feel we've never heard anything about any type of riff between
Yeah.
a record label and either one of them because they make so much money outside of that. It's really nothing to really speak on.
If
like that.
anything, Drake praises Birdman more than anything. Drake and Wayne. I mean Wayne and Birdman. Like his interview last year with B Dot and them, when he was talking about like just Drake ain't never really had no. That's what I'm saying. It would be weird, especially Nicki. Nicki would be more inclined to say something more so than Drake. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. But it is kind of like a nasty situation when I look at it.
Yeah. Just thinking about it from a bigger picture, like this don't. I don't know, man. Hopefully Wayne be all right with this whole situation he got going on. Like, I see people wanting to just praise the fact that he going to jail just because of a Trump picture. Like, tighten up, y'all.
Yeah, you
Like,
said that last week too. I
Yeah,
know you mentioned
like that shit's corny, man. Like,
I know he had an interview recently and somebody was asking him about will we ever see like a Drake and Nicki Minaj and like Wayne type trio again? And he was like, nah, you ain't never gonna see that again.
who said that?
Wayne, somebody asked him that on the interview that he had. So I don't think we'll ever see that type trio again. Like somebody to be that big and then transition into artists under them. If there is somebody, let me know. But I can't think of it.
The Baby and Stunnerful Vegas. All right, I'm just playing. Shout out to them niggas though.
That was hilarious.
He had a new freestyle. Oh yeah, the original one. Yeah, yeah. He had a Funk Flex freestyle though. He held it down on Funk Flex. What's next, Mike?
I wanted to talk about that academics and Meek shit, man.
What's
like, I feel like we get to a point now where academics is the more that people start to complain about this nigga, the more exposure that he's gonna get. And people got to really get an understanding and definition of what gatekeeper and culture is. Like, at the end of the day, when it comes to this gatekeeper and culture shit, I mean, I feel like you your own gatekeeper, man. If you allow bullshit will ensue. If you avoid the bullshit, you won't even have to have no room to have a conversation like that, especially if you're a big artist like Meek, 21. Not saying 21 was complaining, but if you continue to give attention to all this shit, and academics know what he has done in the past, like as far as like the Chicago shit, like he's apologized for that shit over and over again. So it's to the point now, it's like, what 21 made a great point, is like, how many times are y'all going to continue? If Academics page was to stop right now, ain't no beef going to stop. And a page is going to pick up that shit and run with it the same way that he did it. So in my opinion, it just all boils down to the energy that you continue to give this shit, man.
No, it is. Because even with that being said, like I remember listening to one of the rooms where I think it was DJ L, and they was talking about Act and they were saying that they had spoken to Ak about even donating to Chicago, like some of the like youth programs, and he did it. So like he basically was saying like, all right, he's not saying that makes everything that he did right, but at least he trying to rectify something. He put forth effort on something. So it's like, I mean, I guess like it is what it is, man. But as far as all that other shit though, like you right, like it is the energy, because like if you continue to be mad at this man for just doing what he do, like it is what it is at this point. Like 21 said, like those type of pages not going nowhere. Like that's how people receive their news. Like unfortunately, but that's just what it is. So like those, if you tell him to shut his platform down, so you're gonna be telling another nigga a week later if they shut their platform down, because it's gonna be the same thing.
Don't upload the shit to the internet if you don't want him to talk about it.
That's how I feel. That's how I look
But
at
there's
it.
a lot of people who look at like pages like Act pages as a way to get on. So they gonna find somebody to do under anyway, if it's not Act or not. So it is what it is. It really is. Like
They gonna continue to complain and complain about that. And it's like, I know behind the scenes, a lot of them boys be on some cap shit when it come to Act. And what I mean by that is, a lot of them reach out to him to post their content, but will probably be talking shit about him publicly. To be honest,
a lot of them do.
Yeah, because like it or not, his platform is huge, and him posting you could get you a lot of exposure. I don't follow Act, but I could come across his page and I'll just see certain rappers in the comments like, I thought y'all didn't fuck with this man. I thought y'all didn't follow this man. Or I'll see a certain rapper like some shit. I'm like, why y'all even on this man page if y'all have such this built up animosity towards him? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me. Like, he ain't no different. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Exactly. Somebody's gonna do it. Exactly.
Like we all know it's corny, but the guy, whoever Harvey from TMZ, is making billions off of this shit. If he want to put his foot in the door and be an independent black dude doing this shit off our culture, the culture that he's watched on his screen all his life growing up, how can you knock that?
It is what it is with these niggas at this point. Just continue to make music, man. That's how I look at it.
My thing is this: like, do y'all want to do? Y'all mad at the man for reporting this shit and not mad at yourselves for engaging in these types of activities? You know what I'm saying? Like, or the shit that y'all talk about. But that's what I'm saying. You don't get no points for bullying this man. Like we know what he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, are y'all more mad at him for reporting the shit that y'all do and not y'all doing the shit in the first place?
Even if Ack was to stop his Instagram page, he still got YouTube. He was making 6 figures a month before he even got on Complex.
Yeah, the Complex shit is light to him though.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So he ain't really hurting either way. You're not gonna stop
like YouTube and Twitch. Like he's made a lot of money on those two platforms.
And I don't follow him as far as like content and shit like that. I respect what he do. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he another black man getting money out here in media. So it is what it is at this point. Like, salute to him. He do his thing. But I look at him like how I look at Vlad. So I'm saying I don't follow them. So I don't have no reason to have no beef with them. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's
people
like
going on these platforms on their own merit.
On their own merit. That's why I don't be feeling bad for none of them. Especially when I found out these niggas be talking to a laptop. They don't even be talking to him. He don't even be in the same room.
Vince Staples said it a few years ago though. He was like, you weren't even there. Like y'all, like you had me interviewing this black dude and you did a voiceover on his voice. Like I was like, damn. You taking the black man voice out and using your voice instead? That's crazy. But shout out them boys though, man. At the end of the day, niggas going on like nobody's putting no gun in these people's head and telling them, hey, go answer these questions on Vlad like today.
50 years old going up there.
Yeah, like speaking on shit, man. Like it is what it is.
Niggas just need to stop complaining about that shit.
How you feel about that D-Haven shit, Mac?
Man, shit. Thug changes, love changes, best friends become strangers.
Don't he run like an Instagram page where he talking about old stories with Hove? How many stories has he got that post one every day?
He talk about a lot of different shit though, but he
But he gossip too. He talk about other people's business.
Yeah, it's like
none of them niggas. None of them niggas.
it's like a they do it like I don't know. It's like they documenting like the history, but yeah, you're right. For the most part, they are speaking on a lot of,
but not enough to incriminate themselves.
yeah. But it's still like, bro, like why though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let that
Write
shit
a
go,
book.
man.
Let's write a book. And
Yeah, write a fucking book.
yeah, like write a book. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
Like,
be trying to.
Did, but I think he done soiled his name so much that you know he's not gaining that attention like somebody who could do that bounce back. Like fucking who does the Yacht and Me podcast? The dude who was on Vlad, but now he got his own podcast.
I don't know who that is.
The 5%.
Lord Jamar.
Lord Jamar. You know, he's another 50-year-old dude, but he got new life, though. You know?
I see Vlad using Phase on Love a lot now.
Yeah, another Faison. But, you know, Faison's just talking about niggas. So, you know, he's just calling niggas out and shit.
That's all I understand. Like his,
He had words for Hove too. I'm like, bro, like,
the shit corny, man. Like at the end of the day, man, if y'all choose to continue to go up there, because none of the content really don't be having like no true, like, in my opinion, like no meaning to it. So y'all just be going up there just to talk, like, yeah, it
so
just
tell
have
us
regular
about that time you
conversation.
had those 12 Ps. What did you do? Where were you?
So who were with
Shit is
Who
wild.
was with you when that happened? And you guys had guns too?
Shit is wild, man.
Cause you know I had all the guns. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, if you watch an AR Ab Vlad interview, bro, it's like you can piece together so many crimes. Like AR Ab's wild in all his interviews though.
Did any of y'all check out E40 and Too Short versus yesterday?
I watched a little bit of it.
I didn't watch none of it. I was watching them college championship games. What you thought?
It was cool. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah, it was alright.
Oh, okay. No, I said a lot of. They said they had like 200,000 views or something like that
Yeah,
on the verses.
it's almost like 300,000.
They plugged that shit in there because we didn't get Ashanti and Keisha, man. That's all that was. That was a filler battle.
kind of sad that's the last verses of the year. That's how they went out.
Yeah, should have went out for a bang. No, real shit. We should have went out with a bang.
But I mean, it's E40 and y'all don't.
I mean, E40 and Too Short, cool. That's not my cup of tea. But
That's just all right. I
Yeah.
feel what y'all saying.
they legends in their own rights for sure. But I'm not listening to E40 and Too Short.
Not to take nothing away
Yeah.
from the numbers is the number, you know?
Yeah, he speak for himself. I just don't
Nah,
fuck with
y'all
him
right
personally.
though. We should have had a bigger one like for the end of the year. That Too Short.
Squeeze one more in, right?
Nah, it's what they. Yeah. Well, shit. The Ashanti one got pushed back until what the 19th or something like that.
January 19th, 18th, or something like that.
They keep it going, though.
Hell yeah. You still need T.I. to get on One Future. Some more RBs. Still waiting on the Drew Hill Jodeci one. I'm gonna advocate for that one every time I get on here. Still need that. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day, man.
T.I. is another one who went to podcasting to get new life. You know what I mean? A second win.
Do you think? So do you? Would you say he has like a second win?
Yeah, he does. Expeditiously is doing okay.
Yeah.
He's all over the internet right now because of his comments about
Thought prevention hours, which is
And that shit's so dumb, man. I don't even want to talk about that shit. Nah, we not doing that, dog. We not doing that on here.
so.
Nah.
Daddy issues is what is daddy issues then?
Daddy issues to me. You just looking out for your. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look out for your daughter, bro. You know that the girl that you.
Talking to Mike, Steph. Talking to Mike.
You know the girls that you used to sneak in their house are the main ones that had the daddy issue or had the lack of a father figure. So you want to make sure that you spend quality time with your children.
So they didn't log the thought prevention hours in with their dad.
A lot of us don't even know our fathers. So it causes different reactions and different shit. However, everybody
Man,
differently.
the girls who go to church is still doing the same shit, so it don't matter.
You know that sometimes the pastor's daughter be the worst one.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
But
So it don't matter.
But see,
Did she have thought prevention hours?
She probably didn't. Because daddy was always talking at her instead of just being with her, being a friend to her. You have to be a friend to your children, not in that type of sense. You still have to have your authority and draw the line with your kids. But
It's
at the
a
same
perfect
rate,
balance you gotta
for
have
instance,
within
if
that.
I'll let y'all have that
if you
conversation. I
go
don't have
over to
kids.
spend that time with your daughter and spoil her, the first dude that come up and take her on, do all of this lavish stuff. What do you think?
You gotta have a balance like
Regardless of your intention, just like the Greenway chick who made the comment, Stuff like that. Like, I know that my child would know better and take care of their child before they go on a date with a Negro and then be mad at this Negro because he won't pay for the food. Like, we don't have that problem. That won't be a problem. That won't be an issue. Like, I bet you she didn't have her thought prevention hours. I'll agree with that. I don't care when people get mad about that shit because there is some truth to everything. Regardless of how you don't want to accept it, there is truth to that.
Points remain,
Spend time with that child, especially if you like, look at how many daughters, how many young women in our generation grew up with us that didn't have any sort of parenting or whatever. They normally the ones who end up being. Look at all the porno stars who had sexual abuse or had the lack of thereof. All of that shit coincides. It runs 2 and 2 together because they're two negatives. So you have to be preventative. But the thing that I think is a lot of feminists don't like stuff like that because these women have become emboldened because they've had to be independent. So now they feel like, well, fuck when a nigga says, we don't need y'all. We don't need anything from you. That's how they treat us. Remember now.
God damn,
nigga. There's a caste system to this shit. There's a caste system to this shit. And right now, think about this shit.
Talk, man.
A white man is at the top and a white woman, a black woman and a black man is at the bottom right now. I don't care about being under my black woman because where I put it is a black woman first, then me. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to always put the woman first. Right. And that's why I have daughters, so I have that understanding of the importance of a black woman and how strong they are. They're much stronger than us. I could never bear a child, period. I couldn't bleed once a month, period. I couldn't do that shit.
No,
I barely can get up and get my ass to work, yet alone deal with all that shit on top of everything else. But you have to be able to show this love and support that you need so a woman can see her value. If you don't, then they tend to do things like get on there. Ain't nothing wrong with twerking. God knows ain't nothing wrong with twerking, but you know what I mean. You go out in public with half your ass hanging out and then be mad and twerking everywhere and be mad when men comment the way they do. Like, come on. There has to be some common sense the way you present yourself. There's nothing wrong with you twerking in the privacy of your home. You had a cookout with your people. But if we on King Street at a bar and you got your ass hanging out, you can't, like, that's the type of thought prevention I'm thinking about.
But girls with 2-parent homes don't do that.
No, they do it. I'm saying that they could still have, it doesn't matter what parent home you at. It's about how the parent raises that child and loves them. We have to spend that quality time and show them good morals and values. If you don't do that, then they're going to end up doing that, period. He just made it, the way that he said it is going to play out like that. But I know his intention. Being a father of women, as soon as he said that, I was like, there's some truth to that. He didn't have to say it that way, but there's definitely truth to that.
No, I agree with you. I see the points that were made.
I was like, damn, they blasted this nigga for wanting to spin.
It's T.I. though. It's T.I. though. It is T.I. though.
I mean, but man, every time we try to do something, like, it's always we going over this or let a nigga have a win. Why we gotta fight we against everybody? Everybody against us. Everybody's against us. That's a fact. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just, that's why I like to see the black women that do support, like, they'll look at you objectively, and when you wrong, they'll tell you wrong, but there ain't no love lost. I can't stand these women that always want to stand from the side and talk shit. Like, that's all they want to do. They don't want to make things better. They just want to
throw a nigga shit, away,
throw shame on a nigga, like shade all the time. That shit is not right, bro.
Church.
That's not right. That's all I got to say on that. My bad.
No, you good.
My fault.
No, you good. You good. I don't got kids. You and Mo can have this conversation. My thing with T.I. is when he be speaking about that shit sometimes, it's like, bruh, like, you've been through too many experiences with your daughter already to even be making these comments. I don't have a daughter. I can't speak on the actual quote unquote thought prevention hours. That's why I just let you do your thing if Mo has something to say on it, because I don't have a daughter, so I really can't talk from a place of experience on that.
Hey man, I just feel like, you know, the time that you spend, and like you say, the time and the morals that you put on display and you pass down, like that, you know. People think about certain things before they engage in certain actions. Like, yo, I was raised a certain way. Like, I would never just up and do this now all of a sudden just because, you know, my friend's doing this shit or something. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it. That's all I really say on that. I wouldn't call it thought prevention hours.
I wouldn't call it thought prevention hours. And that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't call it thought prevention hours.
Yeah,
and he was wrong when he had his daughter check. When he
certain
had
shit that he said just don't sound
when
right.
He had
like,
that
you know
comment when he checked her to see if she was still a virgin. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about it if you raising her right. And even so, if she decided to lay down with someone, obviously he's doing a good enough job that she feels, you know, physically and emotionally involved with him to do that. That's where the trust comes from, being a parent. Like, you know that you can't tell your child what to do. When you do that, you're normally going to be authoritative. They're going to go and be rebellious against you regardless.
They're going to see what it's like.
So just let them know what's right from wrong. Let them know they got to own up to their consequences, and that's what accountability is. Like, you can do whatever you want. I'm still going to love you, but you're going to have to be accountable. So you pay the consequence for that shit. No matter what, I know what I'm doing for my daughters. If one of them decide to go against ill intentions and do one of those things, I'm not going to not love her. I'm not going to not invite her to dinners and all this other shit. I'm still love her the same way. But the thing is, I'm going to make her aware that what she's doing is wrong. And normally that's when your family splits up and you break off in the household, because there's that conflict, because someone's telling you, all right, this is right and this is wrong. They don't want to hear that. So that's what draws that line and that separation. But when you get to that bridge, you get to that bridge. If you're raising your child the right way and loving them the right way, you really don't have to worry about that shit. You really don't. But you got to be involved. Like, not throwing money at a child. Thought prevention hours is basically making sure you show up to that game. All you got to do is be there for your kid. It's real fucking simple. It is really simple, dog. They love your presence. They just want to see your mannerisms and how you deal with people.
So thotties don't have loving parents?
They have loving parents, but a lot of thotties, where they come to that line, that fine line. Some of them know what they do and they decide to live that life. You see what I'm saying? You know right from wrong. Just like I knew right from wrong at some point. There's some things we needed guidance on, but you know right from wrong. But some of them didn't have any guidance whatsoever, so they don't get that clear line. They didn't get that dad or that male figure who came through and, took them to go get ice cream, or to guide them, take them to the daddy-daughter dance, shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit like that.
Shit like that.
Nah, for real though. I get what you're saying. I wouldn't call it thought prevention hours though. Like,
Never.
that's just how I look at that.
I feel you, but he's always gonna have one soundbite that's gonna go viral for the wrong reasons. That's how I look at that shit. Like, especially when it comes to women, shit like that. So I just feel like with T.I., man, he just gotta tread lightly on certain shit, man. I mean, we're just being real, bro.
They're
like
waiting on T.I. though, man. They really do. At this point, it's like, nigga, what you got to say now, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we on your ass. So he just needed, like Mike said, just tread lightly, bro.
That's how I look at it, man. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, what do you gain, especially if you have these experiences? So are you just now doing it on purpose now?
Do he know what I can't say that. The nigga like 40 years old now. I can't say he don't know what he doing. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, bro.
I mean, honestly, dog, I'm to the point now where it's like, you set yourself up for the kill, man. That's how I look at it. You just set yourself up for the kill. Cause there's no way you really can explain that shit if you know this is a constant thing over and over and over and over again. Then she got to see this shit. Then you got to get on
only
Twitter.
this daughter though. Like, the other daughter don't play that shit with his ass though.
That ain't technically his daughter though.
He still love that girl like his own.
Yeah, he do, but he cannot cross that line with her.
That line. Yeah, you're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking about, make sure her thing is like, no, because that's not his child. Technically, at the end of the
Zanique
day.
not his child?
No.
That was Tiny Child before him?
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought all Tiny Churn was his churn.
Zanique was by somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And she just had a child herself.
She already had it? I just thought she was still pregnant.
I think so.
Oh, well.
I could be wrong though. I think they did welcome the
She
child
did.
last week.
Yeah, congrats to her.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So we didn't get a chance to talk about this shit. This also put Twitter up in the storm. B Dot's top 10 rappers list for 2020. So he based it off of based on skill, performance, and presence. So number 1 was Freddie Gibbs, 2 was Conway, 3 was Benny, 4 was Russ, 5 Big Sean, 6 Lil Baby, 7 Nas, Drake 8, Lil Wayne 9, Stove God Cooks 10. I have not heard of Stove God Cooks.
I heard it, bro.
Where he from?
Up north, I think New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay. What you think about this? They had a whole clubhouse room, had like 3,000 people in that bitch talking about this shit.
When I'm looking at the list,
I'm moving some people around for sure.
It's really it's not that bad of a list though.
I'm definitely moving Russ all the way down.
I'm moving niggas around though. I will say that.
I'm putting.
But I think Nas was at 7.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. I'm putting Lil Baby at least no lower than 3.
Lil Baby was like top 3.
He might be 1, man.
He might be. Yeah, he might be. Yeah.
Like based off of what he did this year, I put Freddie 3 or 2. Benny, I put 2. I put Lil Baby 1, Benny 2, Freddie 3.
Conway deserved to be up there too, though.
I put Conway 4.
Yeah, Conway and Benny should be top 5 for sure, though.
Yeah, for sure. I put Big Sean. I'll keep Big Sean at 5. Russ 6. Nas 7. Drake 8.
And it's the thing, like people say, well, who's listening to Russ? Like people listening to Russ.
Nah, people listening to Russ.
If you don't listen to him, that's cool. But it's a lot of people who listen to him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll probably put him at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have him over Big Sean though.
The list not that bad though. I just feel like the order is what got people like, what is this? What is this? And then when
somebody asked why Meg wasn't on the list,
what did she do this year?
Well, she did drop the Sugar EP. She had the Beyonce record that went crazy. Well, so numbers wise,
that should make her a top rapper.
Based off
That's
of
a real
skill,
question
performance,
and
presence.
I'm not.
She got the skill. She did perform on some of them songs, and her presence is felt. So I mean,
she should be top 10.
I put her. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but I'm saying like everybody not gonna have her as a top 10 rapper though.
No, but for 2020.
You got to put her up there.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
I'd
her
have
be
her
on there.
before I have Stove God Cooks. That's not a knock at Stove God, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, what? I don't even.
People saying he had one of the best albums this year. Can you attest to that?
I just really listened to the album for the first time a few days ago, but I can't say it's the best album of the year. One of the best albums of the year.
Was it better than King's Disease?
Hell no. King's Disease was dope.
Was it better than Burden of Proof by Benny?
Hell no.
Oh, okay then. So,
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely feel like Lil Baby should be top 3 for sure.
For sure.
Based off of My Turn, did a deluxe with that.
He ain't missed this year.
Then had the biggest civil rights movement song.
He ain't missed this year at all.
Yeah, he ain't missed this year at all. And then just like he just dropped
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Like that shit was fire. And the video was fire. So like, yeah, I'm putting Lil Baby top 3. But I know when B-Dot dropped that list, it was a lot of conversation on the TL about that shit.
So they was in his room like at his neck or something? Or?
No, they was just talking about it.
Oh, okay. That list is really not that bad. It's just it's the order that got people. I see Eminem just dropped an album. And
they listen to it.
They was saying like this shit is bad. Like
it's gonna continue to be bad. It's been bad the last 3-4 albums. Well, except for LeBron. LeBron thinks it's been some of the greatest rapping he's ever heard of.
We're incompetent.
We're incompetent. If we don't think this shit is fire, I don't think this shit. No, shout out to LeBron though. But no, I'm not listening to that shit.
That's a wild nigga for saying that, dog.
Yeah, he wild for saying that.
If you don't think Eminem's album is good, you are incompetent.
And get that shit out of here, dog. That shit was boo boo.
This nigga's been boo boo for like 10 years, bro.
Going on.
It's more. Hold on, bro. What was the last album? Like that was like 2007. That was Rehab.
2010.
That was Rehab.
2010 was Recovery. 2009 was Rehab.
Yeah, so it is 10 years that this nigga's been ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like a GOAT can't have a 10-year decade stretch and be ass this whole 10 years.
Like everything, literally everything, freestyles,
everything. You can't do that for 10 years and still be one of the greatest, bro. It don't work like that. So how does he get a pass?
Because he's white. I was in this clubhouse room yesterday and they was talking about this dude. It was like Eminem is overrated and y'all need to finally admit it. And they was just in there making a case for him, how, because of this, that, and the third. So he was naming like his best album, which was Marshall Mathers LP. And he was putting up against like some of the greatest albums that had, like Reasonable Doubt, Get Rich or Die Trying, Blueprint. Niggas was naming Drake's albums, like Lil Wayne's albums, like everything.
Do those albums deserve to be there?
Over Marshall Mathers LP, yeah. I mean, but based off of performance, of course, he did his thing. But I mean, some of them shits, I'm picking Get Rich or Die Trying over Marshall Mathers LP.
No, I am. What I'm saying is, I feel like with Eminem, it was more of a moment than the music.
Yeah, because they didn't have a rapper that they can go to.
Like
they had Vanilla Ice wasn't
that
Eminem.
Shit, even if you go back and listen to a lot of that old Eminem shit, it aged horribly, bro. Like it really did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. Like, nah, man.
I think Eminem show was better than Marshall Mathers LP, to be honest. But that's like his crown jewel. You know what I'm saying? But outside of after Encore is pretty much a dub.
Trash,
to be real,
like, this for 10 years.
Yeah, and no,
like,
Encore is 04. I don't like Rehab.
I don't like
Recovery. I don't like Recovery.
All that shit is
so
trash.
like me personally, like it's been longer than that. It's been longer. Like I had to tell like yo, like The Game has a better discography than Eminem. Ross has a better discography. They don't have not one dud in their whole discography. Not one.
Eminem got a decade.
He got like 9 albums. 7 of them are trash. 7 out of 9, 10. Well, 10 now, maybe 11.
He really is raps Jerry West.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Like, and that's just being real. At the end of the day, like, there's nothing really else to talk about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Eminem's boo-boo, man.
Yeah, but I ain't got no beef with Beat Out List, so a lot of people just felt like it should have been some shuffling moved around, so I ain't mad. I would throw Meg in the top 10, though.
Yeah, Meg top 10.
Yeah, I throw
Meg
her
top
in there.
10. And where she goes, I don't know, but she's top 10.
For sure. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I would have thrown Tori in there, too, but I get it. I get it. I'm just being real, dog. Like, nigga had a crazy 2020 before the other bullshit. Like, Chicks Say 5. New Toronto 3. Like, but I get it. I understand. I'm going to check out Stoke God Cooks, though. I'm going to check that out. When he touched down, man. So
I think it's already out. It just came out. His album just came out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to check it out. So we'll see. I'm anticipating some good music for next year. I wonder if Raw's gonna drop again next year.
He should.
Yeah, his album came out 2019, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
He should
That's
drop.
what we're
next
thinking
year.
about. So, what else we got, man? As far as music,
Somebody else drop some music, man.
I'll check out this nigga named let me see. I was listening to his shit over the weekend. Let me see. I got it right here. Oh, Akeem Ali. He got a song called Kimi Casanova. That shit kind of fire.
I saw him with on 85 South.
Yeah.
And that nigga bars are amazing, dog.
Yeah. That nigga nice, bro.
He got an album out, like a project out?
This was just a single. But if I go to Apple Music, he might have an EP or something out.
All right, I need to get in tune with that.
Yeah, so I'm fucking with that shit for sure.
I need to get on. What's his name? Kimi Ali?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get in on that right now, matter of fact.
Another nigga I was listening to recently too was Deontay Hitchcock. He got a album called Better. I think he's under I think he might got some affiliation with Dreamville, but I'm not too sure. But he got a dope album called Better. That's pretty good. So shout out. Oh, and shout out to Moray too. He got a song called Quicksand. That shit fire. That was the big dude that was going viral on Twitter.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah, that's on fire. So I'm gonna definitely be in tune to him some more. And definitely check that shit out.
So dog had Akeem Ali got an EP that came out last year. He don't got nothing for this year, but he gaining some momentum this year though. So I'm gonna tune in with both of those though.
Mm-hmm.
Those bars he was spitting on 85 Souths. I was like, bro, what is this nigga saying?
Yeah,
dog?
niggas was telling me he was on 85 South. I hadn't checked it out though. They got a YouTube?
Yeah, they got a YouTube page.
Okay, yeah, I gotta check that out. Man.
Mystical got his charges dropped.
Yeah, I seen that. What you thinking about that? A lot of people still feel like he guilty though.
it's not the first time he's had his name caught up in some sexual assault though. So I get it. He already had he went to jail for this before. So,
Damn.
You know, it is what it is.
Damn. Yeah, that situation. I really got too much to say on that situation because they said it was due to a lack of evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject, man. Touchy subject. Like you said, especially a person who's been accused of this shit before, went to jail for this shit before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also you could kind of reference his music too. So
you definitely can, bro. I hate to laugh.
I mean, first lyrics out the gate. Also, he came here with his dick in his hand, man.
Be cool. Bro, that's a crazy opening bar, bro. Like,
No, it really is.
that nigga's wildin'. That nigga wildin', bro. That's it. Music though. You got anything else?
I'm trying to think of some other shit. But
Did we talk about Jay-Z weed line?
no, we didn't. Well, how you feel about that?
I'm not paying $50 for a pre-roll. I'll say that. But
So it's pre-roll shit. That's all it is.
no, he's selling. He got herb and shit too. Like, but he's selling like pre-rolls though. Like, I saw like everybody was talking about he had $50 pre-rolls, and I was like, I don't know. I just don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I support if he want to get into the weed industry. That's good. That'll open up a lot of doors really for a lot of black people trying to get in on that. But yeah. But I'm just not digging the $50 pre-rolls though. Like, that's all I'm saying. But I mean, I get it though. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but that's just not for me.
Do you think it's gonna like break the market?
What? Him selling $50? No, I don't think so. Because people go to cookies. Cookies be taxing people. That's what I'm saying. So people, if people want to buy it, they're gonna buy it. So I don't think he's gonna break anything. Like, if anything, he'll have his own lane. Just how cookies at their own lane, $90 eighths. It's good weed, but it's like, bro, $90 for an eighth, like that's 3.5 grams. Like, come on, dog.
They're doing some good things. One thing they're doing that's good is their marketing. They don't name their strains. So the smart thing about what they're doing is
Talking about Jay-Z line?
all right, yeah, Jay-Z's line. The very smart thing they're doing is in today's industry, the strains are becoming the most popular dominant brand. So your strain is more recognizable than your store or your company. Think about it. These days,
With the weed. No,
the-
I get what you're saying.
But you cannot patent a strain. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, being that you can't patent a strain, there's 15 stores on the block that can have the same strain. What makes you different? So what they're doing, they're naming their cannabis number 1, number 76, number 70, number 68. So you're gonna go to them for their company, their brand. You're not gonna go to them for something that you can get everywhere else. You feel me? And they got.
But what if you want a specific strain, but you just go to them for it?
If you want a specific strain, you can go anywhere and get that specific strain.
Right.
Go anywhere. You can go anywhere. But that's not what is driving the culture. People don't go anywhere just for a strain. People pick their people they love.
That's what I'm saying.
People
Like, you
stick with their people.
Yeah. So I basically answered the question within me answer the question. Like, yeah. I'm going to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the strain.
The $50 pre-roll is smart because they're giving you the top of the line strain with their own brand. Everything on their bottle, everything on their packaging hints to their brand, not to the strain. You feel me?
Right.
Because you can go anywhere and get that OG. You know what I mean? But why you gonna go to Monogram? You feel me? And they're emphasizing, they're not putting a lot of things on the wall. When you go into dispensaries, the walls are covered.
Right.
They're not doing that. They're only releasing 6 products. That's very smart, bro.
Everybody sells everything already.
And they're not investing into the whole culture. You're gonna go to them for their thing. That's it. And $50 per
for their top of the line, $30 for the cheap. That's what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what it is. They're doing this thing very smart, and
it cuts out all the other shit. It cuts out all the other
where the
shit.
game is headed already. You know, so cookies. Burner was doing this. See, they're studying Burner. Everybody's studying Burner.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Burner the top dog. Like
Burner's the top dog. So you can go anywhere and get runts or cookies or whatever. But there's only select strains in Burner stores like Lemonade or whatever that's only gonna be here. And it's like, all right, you can buy this Glock anywhere, but we got the scope on this Glock. You know what I mean? It's
only buy
different. You know
this
what I
one
mean?
here.
This is different. They gonna kill it, man. But Jay-Z's already a billionaire, and he's investing in the cannabis game. This is hints to how big the cannabis game is gonna be. You feel me?
I don't think we've scratched the surface of how big it's gonna be. Like honestly, like
Yeah, and I mean, they're releasing just one product in every category, one or two products. They only got 4 strains of their cannabis. That's smart, bro. That's smart. That's very smart.
yeah. So shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw people was having a lot of clubhouse debates. I mean, what discussions about it too. I ain't really peeping on none of them, but that's dope though.
So I wonder if Hove gonna take this opportunity to like. I mean, it might be. Nah, never mind. I'll leave that alone. Because I know Dame is in that industry,
Yeah.
so it'd be dope for them to collab on some shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I look at it.
Another smart thing is the marketing that they're doing. They are they only put their billboards on border lines, so they want the next state. They're investing in the future. They're investing, putting their money on tomorrow. The next thing that's going to happen after the legalization of cannabis is going to be something called interstate commerce, which allows you to do business multiple states over. Right now, it's illegal to ship cannabis in multiple states. So what they're doing, everything that they're doing is like next level marketing. Everything from the marketing to the brand, how they're rolling out their brand,
Yeah.
everything is next level. Because in the cannabis game, it's easy to be bootlegged. It's easy to be copied. You feel me?
I feel
Yeah,
you.
because they definitely copy cookies and
Right.
LB shit all the time.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see how that play out. So what you think? You got something to add, Mick?
I was just gonna say the cannabis game is smoking screen. So you may look at somebody and think they're winning, and it's really not like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Like, in a vertical business from the seed to the shelf is how you win. From the manufacturing to the shelf, you can't come in the middle of something and totally win. Like Jay-Z. And then what Jay-Z is doing, man, Jay-Z is doing something that Biggs Burt tried to do in 2006 and got arrested for from the feds because he tried to introduce somebody from California and New York. Biggs Burt, Jay-Z partner, was doing this in 2006. This is, dog, Jay-Z, you might not like him. This nigga is ill, dog. This nigga is like saying, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm already a billionaire. I don't need this. But I'm going to do this because my people need representation like me, as strong as me in this game. Kill it, dog.
I feel you on that. I'm definitely interested to see how it play out within the next few years as far as the cannabis industry and shit like that. It's a lot of money to be made in that field, so we'll definitely see. What you think about your Celtics before the season kick off on Tuesday, man? Shout out to my Bulls, man. We looking kind of good, man. I think Zach and Kobe gonna have a nice backcourt, man. Nice
I
backcourt.
really don't know what to say. Like we ain't really did what I felt we should have did in the off season.
As far as what?
Rim
protector?
We supposed to get Miles Turner for Gordon Hayward and Danny Ainge fucked the deal up. Come on, like you knew, like you. I think he's taking that fleecing title a little too to heart. Like, bro, like we weren't gonna get Victor Oladipo and Miles Turner and picks for Gordon Hayward, bro. At some point, we're just gonna have to take that L on the chin of us even giving them all that money in the first place. That's rule number one. take the loss and still get on and still get a valuable asset, bro. If we had Miles Turner, like I would have been like, bro, we got to go to the finals. We got Miles Turner with that team that we got now. When we would have added Miles Turner and only lost Gordon Hayward, like we would have been a true finals team. But we're not that. Like we're really not. Like I do feel we probably good enough to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, of course, but. It's gotta be something else on your team that you know what I'm saying. It's pieces that get you to the finals, and I feel like us not getting that Miles Turner piece, like that would have had us looking good going against a Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? Like it all comes down to the matchups, man. I feel like if we end up catching the Nets or somebody like that, like deep into the playoffs, we're gonna end up losing because of that. Like when we played the Heat and Bam, them boys. Like they were physical with us all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that edge. It's only Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brown ain't no hoe neither. But as far as like that intensity goes, or if you got at least 3 niggas on your starting lineup that's gonna like be physical the whole time and can still produce on both sides, you bullying niggas. We don't got that. We don't have that type of factor right now. We just don't. But I still do think we'll do good, like, you know what I'm saying? But on a realistic point, like, I don't see us getting to the finals.
Yeah, I watched that game between y'all and Brooklyn, and boy, KD and Kyrie.
It's different, man.
Whoa, that shit different.
It's different.
That shit different from talking about it before, but seeing them on the floor together,
like,
that shit different.
KD looks way better than I thought he was going to look, bro. Like, that shit's scary.
And they got a lot of ball movement, man.
Yeah.
This ain't that ISO shit that they thought was going to be going on. Like, niggas is moving the ball.
Around,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to pick your poison, man. KD and Kyrie look amazing right now, dog. Like, shit going to get real. We used to talk about Kyrie using this, getting them demons out Boston TD Garden, man. Getting them demons out there that running through your franchise.
Kyrie, so you know I'm fucking with that shit, bro. Like he say he gonna stage whatever arena they let him do. So
that's what's up. That's
what's up, bro.
But
like
yeah.
he's really a goat for that low key, dog. Like low key, dog.
But looking
like,
at that game though, man, it was just like a lot of that shit. Just the ball movement is what I was impressed with the most. So whatever Steve and D'Antoni done cooked up, dog, that shit is looking good. They got some shit.
They got some shit.
Yeah, they got some shit, man. Like, and it just looked effortless, man. Like
that Steve Kerr, that Steve Nash.
And that's the thing. I'm not worried about KD and Kyrie. It's how them other guys produce. You see what I'm saying? They gonna get there. So if they get in theirs and the other niggas is doing what they supposed to be doing,
be even balance.
Yeah. It's gonna be. That's gonna be a tough stretch.
That Steve Nash shit is. I think that was the perfect like hiring for them boys, man.
If I had to, if you had to bet money, Harden is traded before Tuesday, would you bet money on it?
Before Tuesday?
Yeah, I just got a report said like the talks are getting increased as far as the destination between Miami and Brooklyn. They want to get him traded before tip off Tuesday, basically.
I don't see him.
I don't see it either.
I don't see that happening.
I wouldn't bet money on it.
He'd have to get traded tomorrow. I don't see him getting traded tomorrow.
Yeah.
He might have to sit till damn near All-Star break.
That's how I look at it. Him and Christian Wood look good though. I saw that game that they played.
Brother, the Rockets don't look bad, bro. Like, they really don't. It's just there's that situation. Like they really don't look bad. Like if John Wall,
Christian had like 27. He had 20.
That's what I'm saying. They got Wall and Christian. I mean, Boogie and Christian Wood. And if
you keep Harden in that equation,
they look good. Like they not.
Yeah, they could. I just don't see them being a championship contender.
They still got Daniel House and them boys too.
They got Daniel House.
The only person they lost was Covington, right?
Rob. Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
I like Rob. Though.
If Wall and Boogie stay healthy, bro, like they actually would be a good team. Like I don't see them being sorry like at all.
You think they could be a top 4 team?
A top 4 team in the West is possible. It's possible. Because who's the top 4 in the West right now?
I would say Lakers, Denver, Clippers, and
who else? That's it.
Utah.
Yeah, you're right. Utah consistent for.
Oh yeah, Rudy just signed his Supermax.
Yeah, Rudy at 250.
205.
205. I mean, yeah. So I guess what I'm saying, like the Jazz are a strong 5 through 6.
4 through 6, yeah.
So I mean, but see that 5 is a toss up. That 5 on down is toss up.
Dallas.
Bro. Yeah.
How you feel about Phoenix? Chris Paul with Booker and all them boys. I mean,
that could possibly be a 5 spot.
Yeah, that could be a 5. Damn near could be 4 if he got the
Yeah.
OKC to what?
OKC was 8, but they
No,
was
6.
Yeah, and they damn near was. They wasn't supposed to be shit at the beginning of the season.
No, actually 5. Yeah, 5. It was 5.
So
Yeah, man, we'll see. I don't think my Bulls will make the playoffs this year, but
why you say that? Honestly, if,
man, we gotta get bigger. I mean, not
what's wrong? What's wrong with Laurie, man?
nothing's wrong with him. I just feel like we need to get bigger down low. I like Wendell. I like Lou.
Wendell though.
Yeah, we kept him. I think rebounding to be our issue for us if them niggas don't get tougher down there. I like Daniel Gafford a lot, man. I like that nigga, man.
He looked better than I thought.
I like Daniel Gafford, man.
He
My
looked
the bench is gonna be a concern for me because I don't know who's gonna back up Kobe unless they bring Thomas off the bench, Satoransky, because I already know Kobe gonna start, and which I'm not against. Thomas is good, but he's not good enough to start. So it'd be interesting. I like what Billy Donovan is doing as far as the ball movement, and I like what I see so far. So, and you know, we 9 months removed from playing basketball too. That's another thing. We hadn't played basketball since March.
Oh yeah, y'all didn't even.
We didn't get invited to the bubble. You see what I'm saying? So we haven't played basketball in a long fucking time. So I like what Billy Donovan has done so far. We tip off on Tuesday too, I think against Atlanta. I'm not too sure, but I'm looking for Kobe and Levine to have a good duo in the backcourt for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But other than that, man, be interested to see. Yeah, like I said, I don't see Harden getting traded before Tuesday.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that would have been happened. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
So,
I'm just going based off the report I just seen.
So what? He going to the Heat for Tyler Hero?
I don't know, man. How would you do that if you was Miami? If you wanted them?
I don't know, man, because it is Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting a lot of points with Harden, but it's like, I mean, they got to the finals without that. You know what I'm saying? They got to the finals being who they were. So it's like,
Yeah,
they would have to give up who?
Oh, and I'm just going up the reports I've been seeing. That's the second one I just saw. So I still don't see it though. But
Yeah, I don't.
if you give up, I mean, dog, he's. If you want him,
if you want him,
do you give up Hero?
If I want him, hell yeah.
Oh,
if I
okay.
want him.
Yeah.
Now, do I need him? It's a different question.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
Giannis re-signed, and we didn't talk about that neither. So being that Giannis re-signed, Pat Riley don't got that dice to roll no more in terms of that. See, now he had a little bit more leverage because he thought he could play the waiting game.
He can get either one.
So
That's
now, if you Pat Riley's the type, hey, I want to stay in the finals. I don't want this to be a one-year wonder thing. Do you make the move for James? If you do make the move for
if
James,
I'm looking at it like that, then hell yeah.
do you go get him for Tyler?
They do lose Tyler Hero.
I don't feel like they got to give up a lot, to be honest.
What do they give up then?
Okay, I look at it like this.
I feel
If James has the leverage in this trade, right? If he has the leverage, which I'm assuming a lot of times a player somewhat has of that caliber have the leverage, right?
Right.
You kind of don't get what you can get, but you can. Flip side, Bucks got 3 first-round picks for just Drew Holiday and Eric Bledsoe. If you want to throw in Hero and 3 first-round picks, does that get the deal done for James? My opinion, no, because he's way higher ceiling than Drew Holiday. Should you get the bank for Harden? Of course.
Yeah.
But he has to be in. I say Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, first-round picks. If you want to keep Duncan Robinson that much. Flip-flop Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson. Because it ain't like Kendrick Nunn ain't no slouch. He had a good rookie year.
I keep Nunn before I keep Robinson, in my opinion.
Yeah, throw him in there. That's how I look at it. But people talking about his projection. That's the shit that's killing me with the Tyler Hero shit. And that's not the shit on his game. They talking about the projection of him. If you're going to tell me he's going to be a 30 points per game player, okay, cool. But do you see that?
Nah.
Do you
I
see
feel like
20?
He a 20 point.
Do you see 25?
I can see 20 points. 25. I don't think he's that dominant of a player to get 25. It's possible though. He might go off for 25 some nights, but on like average 25, nah. I can see Zion averaging over 25 this year.
His handles have gotten better too.
Like, and it's like from watching Zion in the preseason.
And
like,
shout out to Lonzo. His new shooting form has been looking real good.
Yeah, I need to see that consistent, but it do look good. Now with Zion is like Zion is scoring. He's been scoring a lot of points in the preseason, and he hasn't even been pressing the issue to score. Like the game has been coming to him, so it's like it looks easier for him. Plus the way he plays, he's dominant in the paint, so he's aggressive. So I can see Zion averaging over 25 a game this year if he continue this trend. Like, it's possible.
Let's see. The Tyler Hero shit though, like, move it, dog. That's how I look at it. Just move it.
I trade that nigga for James Harden all day. Like, I don't know why people are saying, like, if you're looking at it from Pat Riley's standpoint, if I want to stay not just an Eastern Conference, like, there's a difference between being dominant in the conference and just being dominant in the league. Like, if I want to be in that finals talk consistently and with the team that I got, I'd go get him. I'd go get him for Tyler Hero. Tyler's out of here.
I just don't see him being that dominant of a scorer by himself. That's how I see it. But it'd be interesting to see how this shit play out. Y'all play today? The Patriots play today?
Yeah, we play the Dolphins.
What you think about that game? That's gonna be a real good one. Y'all need that to stay alive for the playoffs.
We're gonna fuck around and lose this game.
It's in Miami or New England?
No, it's in Miami.
Y'all never win in Miami
That's
either.
what I'm saying. We're gonna fuck around and lose this game, man. We're gonna fuck around and lose it, man. Real talk though, like I don't feel like this season is Cam Newton's fault. I feel like
no, it's not. It's not at all. It's not
it's
at all. Actually, I've been giving him and Belichick credit for what they've been put up against. Y'all had a lot of people call out.
Yeah,
the wide receivers ain't really top tier like that.
Most of our defense didn't even come this year. Like they opted out. For two, like you say, like our receivers, like it's easy to say, well, can't figure it out with the receiving core. Like a lot of quarterbacks just can't win with everybody, bro. Like you need a dominant receiver. You need at least a dominant and a good backup receiver in your core. You need a decent tight end. Like you need these things on the running side. Like I wasn't mad at our running, but it's like, you know, if we're not able to throw the ball, we can't run. We're not a run dominant team, so we good at mixing shit up. We ain't been able to do that. We never had no real flow. It's because of our receivers. They don't get no separation. They don't catch shit consistently. It is what it is. Like they've shown moments, but it's like, what's the catcher to a game? We need to win.
I feel you. I definitely agree with you on that. So yeah, we'll see.
Really
My Panthers
like,
lost yesterday to the Packers.
Y'all played yesterday?
Last night, yep. There was a lot of shit going on yesterday, man.
I didn't know too much. I didn't know football.
Two games was on yesterday. Bills and Broncos. They smacked the Broncos like 48-13. And then we played the Packers. We lost 21-13.
Did Drew Lock play yesterday? Or Drew Lock still hurt?
24-16. He played.
Yeah, that Drew Lock shit might be.
Someone got smacked.
I don't think Drew Lock like that.
He
was good in college though, but I don't think he liked that though.
He went to Missouri, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so yeah, and we're pretty much out the playoff contention. So, holla at y'all boys next year, man. Keep pounding.
Off season, what moves do y'all make, man?
Man, the Panthers gonna get Teddy Bridgewater out of there, and that's only off the strength of the fans. And they're gonna feel pressure to get somebody in there because they're gonna blame him for this season. That's all they're gonna do. Which I said I did not expect us to make. That's the fuck I'm saying.
That's a raw deal, man.
It's bullshit, bro. That's why I don't pay a lot of these Panther fans.
I relate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't pay these niggas no mind because it don't fucking make sense. At the end of the day, what did y'all expect the Panthers to do this season? We knew the defense was going to be the Achilles heel of the team. Teddy Bridgewater has played good due to the circumstances. You see what I'm saying? Like, both our receivers are over 1,000 yards. You see what I'm saying? Like, Matt Rule came in, a first-year head coach, implementing an offense that works, knows how to call plays. We lost Cam, Luke Kuechly, Greg Olsen. We lost Mario Addison. We lost Gerald McCoy. We lost who else? Who else we lost on the offense? We lost a couple of O-line guys. Like Christian McCaffrey was hurt all year, bro.
He was hurt the whole year.
He was hurt all year. What the fuck you expect this man to do? So what they're gonna do is they there's a lot of Panthers fans who never wanted Teddy Bridgewater, and I feel like he's gonna get a raw end of the deal if they don't let him start the season next year, bro.
Man. I don't like that, man.
I don't like that shit. These motherfuckers don't know what they talking about. Every time I get on timeline,
Like, watch the
Teddy,
games,
Teddy,
man.
Teddy. If you think Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields is gonna do better than what Teddy Bridgewater did this year with
this
these
team, with that,
circumstances,
yeah, no, you're not.
you out your fucking mind,
You're not.
dog.
And then what y'all gonna say?
And you know what they would have did? Blame the head coach. It's you can't have it both ways, dog. You cannot have it both ways, and that's what kill me with this fucking fan base sometimes, dog. Like
crazy.
you can't honestly tell me what Matt Rule was dealt with this year and Teddy Bridgewater. They did the best that they could, dog. Especially with the defense being the issue. We're the youngest defense in the league. You know what I see? Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater.
It's like he's so easy. It's just easy to call his name. Like, I don't like that shit, man.
It should be
they
whack.
doing the same shit with Cam too, but it's like, bro, who's Cam throwing to? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, I be watching these plays. Like, the line dropped like in the first 2 seconds. So it's like, what time do he got?
Every time Teddy Bridgewater make a mistake, you know what I see? Cam Newton would have had better weapons at Carolina, but y'all chose to let him go. And look what he's doing in New England. Like, bro, let it the fuck
Let
go.
it go. It happens like that.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are we really talking about at the end of the day? So if Teddy Bridgewater wasn't in Carolina, he probably would have been in New England. Then what's the conversation? It would have been the same shit.
Same shit. We definitely would have got him if we didn't get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what the fuck? They both doing what the fuck they can do, and they both having pretty solid seasons for what they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that somebody said we had a better QB, we would have been in better playoff position. No, that's a lie. That's a lie, because the defense still would have been the problem.
The QB don't determine the whole team play.
Come on, dog. Like, what are we talking about? People talking about, well, Teddy has had the ball with chances to win. Okay, and what about when the defense has given up scores for him to even be in that position? Our strong point on our defense is the D-line. Everything else, we're the youngest defense in the NFL, bruh. You gotta take your blows with that. It's gonna be growing pains when it comes to shit like that. What are we talking about? Then I got a defensive coordinator that came with Rule. I get it. He want to bring his guys in. Understandable. But he hasn't called the best of games defensive wise. This fan base is nutty, dog. But I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is gonna get a bad deal, and we'll probably end up getting Justin Fields. That's how I look at it. And I don't feel like we need that. We need a safety, a cornerback, middle linebacker. We need the best defensive player in the draft again this year. We got Derrick Brown. Okay, we need to address it again. Don't tell me that they would have did when our best player only played 2 games this year. Our best player on the team has only played 2 games this year. But y'all want to throw Teddy to the Wolves? This shit don't make sense.
It don't, bro. Like, who the
Dealing with this COVID, a brand new head coach, a brand new office system. Y'all out your fucking mind, man.
And my QB caught COVID.
Exactly. This shit don't make sense. But that's at F150 Twitter. But I know there's a couple of black Carolina Panther fans in there, too, who don't fuck with.
There's a lot of black Panthers do not
fuck with Teddy Bridgewater, bro. You see it, right?
Man, I be like, bro, like, y'all, like, Teddy's not a bad QB. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like,
leading the league in completion percentage. But yet somehow it's like, I don't know, dog. I don't get it.
It's like, bro, like, how y'all don't want to clown that, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all clowning this man. He's still, like you say, he had the highest like completion percentage. It was like
they're talking about win games. Motherfucker, Tim Tebow won games. What are you talking about? This shit is a team effort at the end of the day. It's not all on his shoulders. It's not all on him. Teddy is solid, man. You got to keep him, man. You got to keep him. Especially what we was dealing with in 2020.
I don't think people realize how.
Bro, they had unrealistic. On same hand, they said, "Oh, I don't expect us to make the playoffs, right?" But they mad at our fucking record. Do we have winnable games? Yeah, we went toe to toe with the Chiefs. What more you want? Chiefs be blowing niggas out.
Baby.
We lost by 2 to the Chiefs.
Chiefs be whooping niggas' ass, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we went toe to toe with the Chiefs, and y'all want to be mad at Teddy Bridgewater? Are y'all out y'all fucking mind? What is wrong with y'all? We haven't been getting blown out in these games. They be 1-score games. It happens. When a new team like that, we cleaned house, people. We cleaned fucking house.
I don't think people realize, like, when you, like, really a fan of a team, like, you gotta really look at the whole process, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people realize how hard it is to win in the NFL.
They don't understand that shit, Mo.
Like,
they do not understand that shit. It's hard as hell to be consistent. Do y'all think it's a whole bunch of Kansas City Chiefs teams running around? It don't be like that. They struck gold with Patrick Mahomes. They struck gold. They haven't been the top franchise for 10, 15 years.
I think people look at Mahomes and look at how easy it is for him to play the game.
Saying, bro, that shit ain't like
that.
That
shit not like
he
that.
His
bro.
own entity.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Pat Mahomes won't go down as one of the greatest all time. Like that's just what it is. Like he's a generational QB. We're just witnessing this shit in real time. Like with Brady, a lot of people had to grow into seeing Brady. A lot of people had to grow into see Peyton Manning. Like this Mahomes shit is bam.
It's
right
a
here.
new era.
It's right, new
generational
era. Bam,
talent.
yeah, right here for your ass right now. Like you know what I'm saying? So I think people are looking at like the greatness of him combined with some of the older greats who about to be on their way out.
You're not going to be the Chiefs.
And it's like, bro, like yeah, he's young. He's young
Yeah.
and he's playing this at this high level, but bro, it's really not that easy for a lot of the quarterbacks in this age bracket to do that, bro.
And they still elite in
they
their own right.
In their own right. Like Deshaun Watson, he going through a lot, but he's still like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lamar Jackson, he's had his
Still like
streaky
that.
moments, but he's still like that. Teddy Bridgewater still like that. Cameron still like that.
What's the difference between what Baker doing this year and Teddy Bridgewater? Let me know.
He just won a little bit more games.
Exactly.
Like, that's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? And they run the ball a lot. That's what I'm talking about.
If Teddy had that same record that Baker had this year, there would be no fucking complaints at all.
Bro, give me Christian McCaffrey since week 2.
Yeah.
We having a different conversation, bro. The man been hurt. You can't take away a team's best offensive player and then just show the load on Teddy with both our wide receivers having over 1,000 yards. If both our receivers have over 1,000 yards, what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
How
We
you
don't have an elite tight end.
Who's throwing him the ball? Who's throwing his receivers the ball?
Shit is nasty what I see on the TL with Teddy
How
Bridgewater.
you got
dog. Shit is
2,000
nasty.
yard receivers, but y'all don't want this? Who's throwing these niggas the ball?
I just hope Matt Rule, as good as a coach that I perceive him to be, he don't cave into that pressure. Because Matt Rule is a good fucking coach. Like, I'm sold on him. Like, I have no complaints with him. So going into next year, I just expect the defense to be better and get a better tight end. We don't even have an elite tight end. You don't even know who our tight end name is, do you?
I don't.
Exactly. So the fact that our wide receivers are both over 1,000, we got another one who's like a Swiss Army knife with Curtis Samuel, be running the ball and catching it on third. It's like, come on, dog, get out of here. Get out of here, dog. I don't know what people expected to go in 2020, but I'm done with my rant.
I see that one tight end. Speaking of tight ends, that what's his name? Kyle Pitts. He was like the top TE. But he's skipping. He came out of Florida. He's skipping Florida bowl game to go into the draft and shit. So.
There's a tight end I was watching yesterday from what championship game was that? Was that ACC? No, Notre Dame. Notre Dame got a tight end that I think is going to be good in the league, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about.
He had a good game yesterday. The one got in the playoff too. That actually was like breaking news. So the college football playoff is Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Ohio State. Clemson and Ohio State going to play each other. Notre Dame and Bama going to play each other in the semis. Which I kind of saw because Notre Dame was undefeated. They already beat Clemson. They lost yesterday, but they still was going to get in.
They earned that shit this year.
Yeah.
They earned that shit.
And, they had to go to the ACC to play this year because, they're independent. Mm-hmm. So, I ain't mad. People were saying Texas A&M should have got in, but...
Nah, Notre Dame earned that shit this year. They earned that shit. Bama gonna smack their ass though, but they earned that shit this year. You say Clemson play Ohio State?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the Sugar Bowl.
Them gonna be some two.
Rose Bowl gonna be Notre Dame and Bama, but I think Bama gonna smack them niggas. I don't know, man. They might not. We'll see. They talking about moving that game though, because the 49ers are not playing in California right now. You know that, right?
Where they playing?
In Arizona.
How long they been playing?
They told them boys they cannot play there. They told them that. They was like, no, y'all not playing no games.
Oh, they on some Toronto Raptor shit.
Yeah, they told them you can't play no games here. So they think about moving the Rose Bowl game too. Because the Rose Bowl's in Pasadena.
They gonna have to.
I mean, I understand it. I ain't mad at it, bruh. So like, you gotta put your foot down with certain shit.
The whole LA shut down like that then. So the Rams can't.
No, they play.
Oh, all right.
They got more issues in their area. Santa Clara area.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. So the Niners been playing in Arizona lately.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. The Niners still in the playoff contention?
They pretty much done now. Yeah, they lost to the Redskins. Well, Washington football team.
that loss.
The boys looking good, man. Shout out to Chase Young and Montez.
They be having niggas in hell, bro.
They do, and he be dropping in coverage and still getting sacks.
Like what they did to Ben Roethlisberger that one game. They had Big Ben.
Bro,
in
you
hell.
can never go bad on the best defensive lineman in the draft, bro. That's how you build your team up. Like, shout out to my two guys on my team, Brian Burns and Derek Brown. Hopefully Brian Burns can make a Pro Bowl this year, but Derek Brown and Brian Burns are gonna wreak havoc on niggas years to come. Just like with Montez and Chase Young, like they doing the damn thing. They gonna they gonna win that division.
Mm-hmm.
People saying Hurts can probably get the Eagles into the playoffs, but we'll see. Shout out to Hurts too. He's looked good, but I think I'm more sold on the Washington football team than the Eagles.
What's Carson Wentz's future with the Eagles?
Patriots or Colts?
I'd take that nigga, but I don't want us to lose
Patriots
Cam.
or Colts?
I don't want us to lose Cam like that because I really don't feel like this was Cam's fault.
No, he deserves a fair shake. He deserves a fair shake for sure.
Who the fuck we gotta throw to somebody, bro? Like we ain't through to nobody,
But
bro.
Carson Wentz ain't get a fair shake neither, and that's another conversation. Like
Well,
y'all not gonna tell me this man was an MVP candidate 2017. He gets hurt. He come back 2018. Wheels y'all bum ass niggas into the playoffs. Gets hurt again, so Nick Foles got to play the playoff game. 2019 rolls around. He wheels y'all bum ass niggas again into the playoffs. Gets hurt versus the Seahawks, and what I see all season, man, if Wentz ain't get hurt, we beat the Seahawks.
Nah.
Now you want to get rid of the man.
Nah, it don't work.
And this is nothing against Jalen Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts. Good, but Carson Wentz is not the reason for the Eagles' bullshit.
He's not.
He's not. And I said, if Jalen Hurts win this game versus the Saints, the shoulder logo gonna be on Wentz. They're gonna be like, Wentz is the problem. He's not the problem. You don't have a drop off like that, dog. You do not. You don't have a drop off like that, especially with the receivers issues that they've been having. In team personnel, period, the Eagles have been a shitty team for the last 2-3 years, bro. Shitty. This ain't got nothing to do with Foles and none of that shit. They have been a shitty team. If Nick Foles is on that team right now, they still have the same problems. But I see the temperature on the TL, though. And I wouldn't just throw the keys to Jalen Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts, but he has accuracy issues. He's still a rookie. He has to go through growing pains. So if you're willing to hand over the franchise to that man after you just signed Wentz all this money, hey, so be it.
You gotta deal with come with that too, though.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. You got to deal with come with that now. You got to deal with come with that. And speaking of that, Giannis,
we fuck around and
being that
get Wentz,
Giannis signed that max contract, I'm interested to see what they do going forward. I don't think they need too much help.
What you mean?
I don't think they need too much help. They just got to get it done.
Yeah,
They a championship team.
There's no reason why they shouldn't have been in the finals already.
Yeah, at least been in the finals.
At least been in that motherfucker. There's no reason. I thought they would have fucked around and went this year. Like they were supposed to go this year.
I
honestly.
really thought so, especially with the bubble situation.
But they got that ass beat. It happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Heat was whooping that ass, boy. God damn. Throwing them niggas around that bubble, dog.
Hell yeah.
For real, man.
So that's all we got, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man. We're going to
Shout out to everybody, man.
Patriots, we probably going to lose today. Playoffs is over with. In the off season, I hope. Nah, we don't deserve. We don't need to be in the playoffs. Honestly, bro. Like, if y'all want to say this, me bowing out, like I'll bow out. Like, we don't need to be in the playoffs because we haven't been playing consistently. Like, good. We just haven't been. So why we just gonna waste?
Oh yeah, Buffalo just clinched y'all division yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're not a wild card team. Like we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, this Buffalo's year. Like.
Oh, Indy and Tennessee division is tight as fuck. Them boy both 9-4. I didn't even know that. The Colts 9-4 in the sneak. That's crazy. So Eagles and Washington football team would be the last game of the season. That might be for the division, but I got to see who Philly play. Oh, they play the Cardinals today. That's winnable. Yep. Then they play Dallas. Then they play Washington. So they can sneak in. Unless no, because if Washington wins one of their last two and they finish with 8 losses, I think they'll still get in. They should still get in. If they win 2.
If any team out the NFC East is going to go with Washington needs to be the team because they got the best defense.
For sure.
Them boys been playing their ass off the last few games.
Yeah, for sure.
If you watch any of their games, them boys really been playing like them boys really
Yeah, man.
They the best chance of having a good run in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, yeah, that shit over, man.
Mm-hmm.
This season is ass to me.
Hey, man, I feel that you being a Cowboys fan, but you know. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody who been rocking with us for these 4 years, man. Continue to rock with us. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. You know, you fuck with us heavy. Appreciate you. Whatever reason you listen to it, I appreciate you. And you know, we gonna keep this shit rolling, man.
For sure, though. Everything Mike said just now. Excuse me, I'm kind of hungover from last. No, sure.
You was on the Henny?
Yeah, I was on everything, man.
Niggas putting Henny on popcorn too. I saw that shit.
That's disgusting.
Niggas putting like Henny type base.
Running straight to the back. How can your stomach take that?
Niggas put
it
Henny
like
on anything,
a syrup
man.
base,
Like a
with-
syrup base Henny on popcorn.
Then they pour more Henny on that and mix it together and let it dry. And I'm like, bro, what is this, man?
Shit nasty out here, Seth.
That shit sound good. I mean, if you want to get fucked up,
Bro, just drink Hennessy.
yeah, just drink it. But you know, people like to get creative with everything. People got a lot of time to kill, man. It's quarantine, you know. Niggas getting creative with everything because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Hey, niggas need to bottle all that up.
Ooh,
because
Chiefs and Saints play today.
It's about to be a whole nother shutdown, so might as well get some more creativity lined up.
I hope Patrick Mahomes put them boys in the
I hope
guillotine,
he
dog.
carved them niggas up, bro. Like, honestly.
Taysom Hill is not matching Patrick Mahomes, bro. If he do, that's on some.
Ain't Drew supposed to play today?
I don't think so. Them ribs is fucked up.
Yeah, I think that shit more severe than what they would.
Yeah, they want to receiving it to be. If he make the playoffs, he gonna will his way to play a playoff game.
They'll give him enough shots.
But they better hope they get a bye because there's only one bye now. It's no more 2 byes.
He'll be Brett Favre 2.0.
Yeah,
Never give it up when he should.
man, fuck him. So what we say every week, man?
If he dies, he dies on the
Fuck that
fucking
man.
field, dog.
Fuck them boys, man.
Nah, but if you hear anything on this show that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember,
We're just some messages.
we out.